Gvanim and Ashoka are synonymous. So I'll talk a bit about Ashoka. No, seriously. The whole thing of pluralism is somewhat more visible in this country than other countries, or than our country. And I think Tamar mentioned the program that we're doing together, Ashoka and Gvanim. We know a lot about social change or about social entrepreneurship. Gvanim knows a lot about Jewish pluralism. Together we've established an incubator for social change in the field of Jewish pluralism, which was a brand new thing for me. I mean, moving back to Israel, I knew a lot about issues of health and environment, but we have to admit that issues of Jewish pluralism are not prominent on the radar of Ashoka International. And the whole idea of dealing with issues of identity, issues of communities, and the whole idea of creating a different culture and spirit in Israel was important for Ashoka, as it is important for Gvanim. And I think the combination, well, time will tell, right? And because we launched the incubator only 3 months ago. I think there are a lot of young people who are eager to do things, and there are a lot of young people who think they should take action and do something about their culture and identity. They don't know how, and they don't have the right kind of tools in terms of thinking, in terms of prioritizing, in terms of coming up with business plan, thinking about resources, thinking about connections. And I think Gvanim to me is to take all these wonderful ideas, talking about coexistence among Jews, not among Jews and Arabs, right? Or thinking about joint living and concretizing them, creating real projects that work. And of course, meeting wonderful people. I mean, I guess without Gvanim, I wouldn't have met and gotten to know deeply wonderful people like Helen or Rachel or even Tamar that keeps on cutting me and keeping me on time. This is my Gvanim. Trying hard.
Thank you.
I think the most challenging thing for me now in what I'm doing is to discover or to develop our Jewish life and tradition and identity. It's not like to get something new, but it's to find it in ourselves and to find the right way to celebrate all these holidays and all these days and to live the life in Israel. And I think Gvanim for me is the opportunity to meet many different ways to be a Jew and to be an Israel and I think this is it's great for me. It's happened for me right now when we established our place and we can not only think about this but also do this. And this is very important. And also, I think to see, we just started our tour here, but to even today to see all the variety of the being Jew here, it's very inspiring.
So in June in Israel, there are a lot of conferences with panels on like Jewish identity and stuff like that, and I found myself last June in many of those panels, and I was talking about segregation or disappearance of women from public sphere, and I said I think one of the challenges is that we don't know what we want. We know what the ultra-Orthodox people, they know what they want, or at least the radical ultra-Orthodox know, but we don't know what we want, we don't know what we're standing for. And everyone said, so how do we figure out what we're standing for? And I said, that I don't know. I know to tell you that that's our responsibility. Then came the amazing summer we had with people marching down the street, talking about our identity, who we are, what kind of Israel we want to live in, what kind of country we foresee for our children, what do we need to do to make sure that will happen. And I think that proved more than anything that people do want to discuss our identity, people do want to discuss what it means to live in Israel. And I think that is what Gvanim is really for. Gvanim is taking people from the different segments of Israeli society, putting us together and trying to make sure that instead of pulling the rope from two different sides, we'll try sitting together and figuring out what kind of country we want to live in, what country do we foresee for our children, what kind of life we want to live together, how can we make sure it happens. And by saying that I'm jet lagged, the last thing I thought is that I'll be able to speak. And before Tamar called us up, I went quickly to make myself a cup of coffee, even ate a bit of the dessert. And then Tamar started, and I didn't get the energy. And then Tamar started talking about the rope and how we have to be in the middle. And that's what we're doing Gvanim. I said, that's it, that's the spirit. Because I really think that's what Gvanim does. It gives us the power to continue to work for better Israel, better nation, better Judaism, better Jewish renewal. And thank you.
Thank you very much.